We welcome in former Patriot and our NFL analyst, Christian Fauria. Welcome back to the desk. In your opinion, who needs whom more?
I think the Patriots need Wes Welker more than he actually needs.
You're kidding about this.
No, I'm not. I think the Patriot needs Wes Welker because if they, let's just say they lose Wes Welker.
Yeah.
And there's a guy that's 5 years since he's been there, over 100 yards receptions. Him and Tom Brady, they share the same brain. These two guys work in conjunction with each other all the time. He's not a guy that's going to get you a lot of touchdowns, not going to get you big yardage, but he is going to bail you out when you need. He's going to make a big play for you, especially Tom Brady going into his, going to be 36 next year. And you think if they lose Wes Welker, and let's say they lose Brandon Lloyd, who there's rumors that he might not be on the team, Matthew Slater and Jeremy Ebert would be your starting wide receivers. Now, you do have two of the best tight ends in the NFL, but neither one of those guys have finished a season without getting hurt. And we still don't know what's going on with Gronk in his forearm. And Aaron Hernandez, being the receiver that he is, the tight end that he is, gets hurt a lot. So I think you're losing a lot, especially if you are trying to win. This is not the guy that you get. I think they're playing with fire by letting him go into the free agent market because nobody really knows what he's really worth because he's never been a free agent before. And the Patriots, I think, are curious to know what his value really is because they've been kind of dictating it, and they throw a franchise tag on him, and they just lock him up, and they give him a year. I think, and Welker, especially with the way they've been treating him over the past couple of years, I think he's kind of, there's a little bit of disdain, that he feels towards them, and I think he's a little irritated by it. He wants to find out what the value is. And there's a team out there that will really value what he can bring to a team. And I think the Patriots need him. I think Tom Brady wants him on that team. There's a lot of speculation of why Tom Brady, took a hometown discount, so to speak. And one of the reasons is that to free up room for Wes Welker.
Sure. Stephen A.
Well, first of all, we put to bed the notion that Tom Brady took a hometown discount because he really didn't.
I put it in air quotes. You didn't see it.
No, yeah, I got you.
I put it in air quotes.
I got you. Number two, and I'm not going to make this long, the reality of the situation, Skip, is that over the last 6 years, Wes Welker has averaged 112 receptions per season. Okay, he's had a minimum of 111 receptions in 5 of the last 6 years. Now, you take that into account, Skip, I'll go as far as to say this. If we're talking RG3, if we're talking Colin Kaepernick, if we're talking Russell Wilson, your point might be bigger in disagreeing with myself and Christian because obviously I agree with Christian. Here's where it changes. Because we're talking about the great Tom Brady, no disputing that, the reality is look at Tom Brady. He's immobile. He's an elite passer in this game. There's no doubt about it. And a leader and a champion. He's accomplished. But at the same time, he's relatively immobile. So when you combine that with the fact that you can't rely on Gronkowski because he seems to do something stupid to get himself hurt or put himself in precarious situations and circumstances at the most inopportune of times. The fact is you need Welker not just because of his level of production, Skip, but because of his reliability. The fact is that he's going to be there for you by and large. Whereas in the case of Gronk, we don't know. If I knew that Gronk was available every Sunday from now through the playoffs, and obviously I'm not talking about just injury. Everybody's football. Anybody can get hurt. But you know what I'm saying in terms of just putting yourself in some of these positions. The fact is, because you can't rely on Gronk to stay healthy, and because Hernandez is not enough, you need Welker more than ever. Because you combine all of that with Tom Brady being immobile. You've got to have that reliable receiver in the slot doing something for you. If it were Kaepernick, Russell Wilson, or RG3, it would be different. But because Tom Brady is not a playmaker with anything outside of his arm, then you need Welker even more so, which is why I say they need Welker more than Welker needs them.
So are you saying that Welker made Brady more than Brady made Welker?
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to disrespect Tom Brady in that regard. I'm simply saying the other parts that Tom Brady has to rely upon to be successful. Because, Skip, Tom Brady could throw the ball in the air all he wants to. If nobody's catching the ball, even if he hit them right in the chest and they don't catch the ball, what do his numbers look like? They look like nothing. Wouldn't be his fault, but they still look like nothing. You have to be able to catch the ball. You have to have somebody to rely upon to get it done for you. And Welker is the guy you can rely upon most.
To boil this down for both of you, Christian could come out of retirement next year and catch 45 balls for Tom Brady because that's how good Tom Brady is, and no disrespect to Christian, I believe he could do that.
But not 111.
Okay?
But not 111, Skip. Not 111.
Stephen A. Wes, this isn't even close. This is a disrespectful question to Tom Brady and to the Patriot organization and to the head coach, to the coordinator. Wes Welker needs the Patriots far more than vice versa. Wes Welker needs Brady. He needs the system. He needs Josh McDaniels, or whoever the coordinator of the year is, whoever it happens to be. Needs Belichick. Needs the tradition. Needs the momentum of the franchise. Needs all of that. He needs Gronkowski, even though we don't know whether he'll always be healthy or not. He needs Aaron Hernandez. That all made Wes Welker what he is. No disrespect, but was Wes in Miami anywhere near what he was? No, he was not. And if he goes back to Miami or wherever he goes on the free agent market, he will slowly but surely disappear at age 32. Brady made him. And I agree with your points. There's great chemistry there. There's a great wavelength. As you said, share the brain, all that. Listen, it could be Julian Edelman next year, who's a free agent, but if they re-sign him, I think he would slowly become the Wes Welker. They could go sign Danny Amendola, and I say he would be pretty close to Wes Welker, if not equal with Wes Welker. They can go get Greg Jennings on the free agent market, whoever it is, and they will be just fine next year without Wes Welker. Will they be a little better with him? Yes. But don't tell me that they need him more than he needs them.